Hi, I'm Randy Alvarez. Welcome to this week's Randy Alvarez Marketing Report video blog. Position. What is your position? What do you stand for? Too many businesses try to be all things to all people. Just about every expert agrees to laser focus what you do. Specialize in something. And people will make assumptions that you do a lot of other things. Let me give you an example. Domino's Pizza. They owned the U.S. market for many, many years, and they were the speedy pizza people. They advertised speed, fast, speed, and guess what? People made assumptions. It must be good pizza, and of course, I guess it was decent pizza. And the joke was that they could get pizza to you in just 1 minute because it was thin crust and they could fax it to you. Now, that was a joke, but the main thing is they were number one by focusing on one thing. But guess who owns the market as of today's date? Papa John's Pizza. Now, Papa John's Pizza, they had a slogan, better ingredients, better pizza. Their focus was a delicious tasting pizza. And they hammered it in our minds in the U.S. Better pizza, better ingredients. Okay? Now, they own the market. People made assumptions that it also is going to get there fast. And they also made assumptions that the pricing was good. And they ended up, and now they're in the lead, they own the market. I started off 12 years ago, the second people that I worked with. I ran a medical practice, and one of the guys in the practice was the lipo king. This guy did more lipo than anybody in the world at the time. His name was Craig Ball. He's retired now. But Craig Ball was charging $17,000 for abs and flanks lipo in Palm Desert, California, and there was a billboard by another plastic surgeon that was putting $29.95 for liposuction. But Craig Ball was getting 30 new patients a month for liposuction. He was advertising lipo, 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 lipo. Now, something interesting happened because I used to run his practice. In fact, Drew Ordon from the show, the hit show, the syndicated show all over the US, Canada, the UK, the show The Doctors that Dr. Phil owns, he's the plastic surgeon on there. I was running their practice, Drew Ordon's practice. And there were these three plastics surgeons, cosmetic surgeons under one roof. But the Lipo King was getting most of the business. Now, interesting, he wasn't just getting lipo cases. He was getting more facelifts, more than 4 to 1 of what they were getting. He was getting more brow lifts, nasal surgery. Very interesting. Again, when you specialize and narrow your focus in one thing, they make assumptions that you must do other things. Here in San Diego, permadontics, dental implants. I came up with their slogan, Southern California's premier center for dental implant dentistry. Now, they advertise dental implants. You have an oral surgeon, prosthodontist. Guess what they get? They get a bunch of full mouth reconstruction cases. They get a bunch of veneer cases. They get a bunch of everything else by leading with one thing. It's a very interesting dynamic. And this is a big topic and a big discussion. But I would suggest, rather than trying to cast some big giant net and putting a laundry list of all that you do. Now, in the world of integrative medicine, many of you know that that's how I got my start. I speak at the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, helping doctors deliver their message. And I see doctors, and they'll put these integrative medicine doctors, they put a laundry list of all the different things that they do. They'll put, we do bioidentical hormones, we do weight loss, we do gut health, we do fibromyalgia, we do migraines, we do arthritis. Well, it turns out that, let's take a guy in San Diego that currently owns the town. He focuses on women's health, 40 years old, bioidentical hormones. That's all he does. All of his ads, all of his word of mouth, his website, bioidentical hormones for women. But guess what he gets on these 100 new patients a month, all of these women? He gets their husbands. He gets their husbands or their partners with low testosterone levels, with low thyroid levels. And so by narrowing his focus, he owns the market. When I got into this 13 years ago, I was in business with a guy and we led with weight loss. He was a medical doctor, we led with weight loss, even though we wanted to talk about bioidentical hormones. But at that time, bioidentical hormones were a little bit controversial because of the nurses' study that said that progestin or progesterone, Prempro, was causing cancer, breast cancer in women, in Premarin, as a matter of fact. Okay, so we led with weight loss, but guess what? These 100 plus new patients a month came in. They came in for weight loss, 40 plus weight loss. This was the narrow focus. These women had hormonal problems. They had low thyroid, their progesterone estrogen ratios were off, their cortisol was through the roof, their insulin was through the roof. So we led with weight loss and we ended up getting and owning the market for bioidentical hormones. So I'm saying to you, narrow your focus and let's begin with what you love to do the most. What do you want to do more of? If you could do one thing all day long, what would it be? Narrow your focus and you'll get all of the other things that you want. That's this week's report. We'll see you next week.